Hi, welcome back to Book Love. It's Ember, joined with Ellie today. We had so much fun doing the Do I Have That Book challenge that we decided to go ahead and do the sequel, which we found, and it's called Do I Have That Other Book? So the challenge is similar. There is a 20-question prompt. You try to find a book for each of the prompts, and again, me and Ellie are going to try to find our own books. And we're also going to try to not use books that we used last time, if we can. We are supposed to time ourselves on this. Last time for the first one, we did 34 minutes, so we will see how it goes today.
3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, number 1. Do you have a book with a fox on the cover or as part of the plot?
Yes!
Yeah,
I have one. Where is it?
Haha!
Hey, that's the one that I was gonna use!
Okay, I'll find another one.
The Snow Child by...
You haven't even read this.
I haven't, but I know it has a fox.
Eowyn Ivy?
Okay. That.
Okay, and I'm thinking this is a fox.
It has too long of a nose to be a cat. And it's definitely not a dog.
I'm gonna say it's a fox for sure. This is Spindle's End by Robin McKinley, and it is a Sleeping Beauty retelling.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to read it. Do you have a book that was punished? Yes, punished. Published. Bad book. Published the year you were born or within a 3-year radius.
Okay, I have one because I did a reading challenge last year with this very prompt.
I don't know.
Okay, you're gonna have to start looking at books, girl. Oh, good, it's right here. Gosh, my Kindle's so slow. I'm always like, come on. Because my son borrowed it once upon a time before he had his own Kindle, and then he dropped it. Yeah, and completely broke it.
Now it's slow.
And then my husband, because
What's relatively new, seriously?
Because my husband's a genius, he was able to fix it.
Here, let's just do both.
Oh, okay.
They're both in a 3-year radius. This is 1 year. 1 year after I was born. How many years was this?
2007.
Okay.
So a couple years before.
2 years.
Okay, and my book is called The Girl with the Silver Eyes, and it's by Willow Davis Roberts, and it's a cute middle grade book. Do you have a book with music as a weapon or as magic?
That's specific.
Yeah, this Savage song, which I have on my Kindle, but I feel like everyone's used that one. There was a book I had called The Chimes, but I know I unhauled it, I'm pretty sure. Because even though it was beautiful, like the cover was amazing, I didn't love the story. So I don't think I kept it.
No, I don't have one. I have no idea. I've never read anything like that. Ever.
Oh, I have another idea. So the book I thought of was by Patrick Rothfuss, The Wise Man, or The Name of the Wind, but more specifically in the Wise Man sphere, I feel like. You really see that he can use his music kind of to cast spells or, to entrance people.
Do you have a series with mismatched covers?
Okay, so when I looked at the video, the creator's video about this, she said this could be like the cover art doesn't match, or also in the series, like maybe you have a hardback and a softback. Softback? Yeah, that sounded weird. A hardback and a paperback. So we have quite a few of those.
Fablehaven. I think it's just really the copies that we personally have because there's 2 different series of covers. So there's this one, and then if you look on the back, this is the first one, by the way. And if you look on the back, that's the first one too. Anyways, this is the first one, and this is the first one. They're different, so I think it counts.
Okay. All right, and what I came up with was Warm Bodies. So this is like the movie cover, and it's softback. And then book number 2 in the series, quite a different look. And then book number 3 I have, which is a hardback. Do you have a book, this is number 5, do you have a book with a shapeshifter?
Gravity Falls, Journal 3, in the book, in the movie too. Or not the movie, this TV show. Let me find it, it's here somewhere. There is a shapeshifter. So this is the shapeshifter. Right now it's in its normal thing. And in a flashback part of the
Show?
The show. Yeah, it shows it changing into a mug that he placed by it. So.
Okay, so what I came up with was Jim Butcher series. This is the Dresden Files, and there is a shapeshifter in there who he's like this really cool wizard who can change into a dove or a crocodile or anything really. So that's what I came up with.
Do you have a book signed by the author? Let me go get the one that I'm reading.
What's the question?
Do you have a book signed by the author? Let me go get the one that I'm reading. Rhythm of War by Brandon Sanderson. Here's the actual book. It is signed. I can prove it.
I can prove it.
It is signed. And it makes me so happy.
This is the very first ever signed author's book that I got.
The edited edition.
Actually, a friend gave this to me for a birthday present.
But it's signed.
And so my friend wrote in it, and then the author's signature. Do you have a book with a mostly red cover? I think we have a couple. Ooh, how about this? That's really red. Okay. Easy peasy, that one. So I have Next by Micro by Michael Crichton. That's, oh, don't look at the back, but the front is very red.
This is entirely red, as you can see. Do you have a book between 287 and 306 pages long?
Okay, let's start looking.
Very
287 and
287 and 306 pages.
This is proving to be very difficult because Ellie wants to find a book that she's actually read, and that's becoming challenging.
I was looking for it.
Haha, finally!
Yes.
So I found Love Anthony by Elisa Genova, and we finally found one for Ellie.
Fire. They're my own books, actually. I got them for Christmas, and I love them.
Okay, that took forever.
So it's really cool. I'm also going to find an excuse to use, like, all of my favorite books somewhere.
Do you have a book with a main character who wears glasses? And I know
Plastic Magician!
Yeah, I was going to say,
I was already looking at that. Alvy. I'll be from the Plastic Magician. Harry Potter.
I guess so. Harry Potter's an easy choice.
True.
And the fact that we took forever on that last one, I'm just gonna go with it. Alright, even though it's kind of the obvious one, but that last challenge took us forever, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with Harry Potter, because Ellie stole my other one I was thinking of.
A Plastic Magician! Do you have a book with a title that has the same number of letters as your first name?
So both of our first names have 5 letters.
So does everybody in our family.
I mean, 5 is kind of short, so...
It is, like...
Go ahead.
Give her Lewis Lowry.
Yes, they said that you can discount the or so we're taking it because 5 is hard to find. I finally found Angel. This is a book in the Maximum Ride series.
So you read it.
I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to this year.
You can read it.
It's too hot. I gotta take this off.
Read it, Mom. Read.
Okay. Number 11. Do you have a book with cybercrime or technology as a plot point? How about like all of our sci-fi? They all have to do with technology. Okay, so I have Join, and in this story, okay, there's only 4 letters. I was like, why didn't I use this before? In this story, you can like link your minds to other people, and it has super beautiful cover art. Look at this cool like brain thing.
Uglies. Well, the uglies Sirahs. You can, when you turn a certain age, I think
16.
it's 16. Yes, see, 16. You get this magical operation that makes you the most beautiful person in the world, and they have hoverboards and crazy things like that. So it's really advanced.
Yeah.
Do you have a book written in another language or translated to English?
It was originally written in another language, or we actually have a copy in another language.
I don't think
we don't have any that are all
actually
in another language, but we have some that have been translated. I have one you can use.
That kind of leads into our next
right here.
by the way.
Ha-ha.
Oh, yeah!
And I have another one I can use. Let me find it. Oh, right there.
This is actually set in a real place. So, and this guy who actually wrote the original book was from that place. It used to be in whatever that language was. It was a different language, not English.
And I have The Night Walker, and it's by Sebastian Fitzik. Fitzik. I think he's German, and it was originally written in that language and then translated. Actually, I have some notes in here. Yeah, German author, translated by Jamie Lee Searle. So.
Okay, do you have a book written by an Asian author? See, I told you foreign authors. Kind of leads into our next prompt.
Okay, so mine is The Great Passage by Shion Miura, and this is actually written in another language first, but translated by Juliet Winters Carpenter.
This is Ink and Ashes. Never read it, but it's by Valine E. Matani? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Mitani, maybe? I told Ellie she needs to read this. She just hasn't gotten around to it yet.
Did you? Do you have a book with a moon on the cover? The Girl Who Drank the Moon.
We have a physical copy of that too, and one on the Kindle.
Somewhere. The Wings of Fire. 2 moons, 1 moon. It kind of looks like a sun. It's not. It's just a really, really, really bright moon.
Okay, and I have The Girl Who Drank the Moon. So, big ol' moon, and it's in the title. Do you have an illustrated children's book?
Yes.
Haha.
I'm literally kneeling by them.
All right, I have chosen Calvin and Hobbes. We have,
Homicidal Psycho Jungle.
you know, a big
It's
collection
illustrated.
of these books, which we absolutely love. She says nothing. Illustrations. Oh.
Bad book. Do you have an illustrated?
We just did that.
Do you have a collection of fairy tales or myths?
Bullfinch's Mythology. All right, even though we used this in the last video,
It counts because it's a bunch of stories.
we'll let it count. It's fairy tales
Fairy world.
of the Harry Potter universe. Do you have a sci-fi or fantasy with an alliance between races? Yeah, I feel like a lot of fantasies have different races, like humans and elves or something like that. And then sci-fi, yes.
Kingdoms of Light by Alan Dean Foster. These are animals. See? They were pets of magician. Magician die. They get turned to humans. And they were really good friends with magicians. So, it counts.
Alliance between species, I feel like, works, right? Because humans and aliens as well in the host, because
Wow, Mom,
the
that
main
was a great
girl.
transition.
Thank you. Whatever, Melanie. You know,
Person.
she comes to an alliance with the alien parasite thing that gets inside her body. So.
I haven't read it.
Well, that happens right away. It's not like that's a spoiler.
Do you have a book with a narrow front cover, paperback with a front cover that is slightly trimmed, short and narrow? There's the book I call Martian.
Okay. I have another one I can think of. I just saw it today. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, so the front cover ends here before
I
that.
want this. I want the lollipop. Not the shattered version, but I want the lollipop.
You
Not
just want to eat
shattered.
the candy. So
Yes,
I have Big Little Lies.
And the Martian. See?
Do you have a book that includes the first chapter of the sequel?
Etiquette and espionage.
Okay, so while she's looking up hers, because I told her she can't just tell you the name, she has to prove it, right? Mistborn, the first book, it has a chapter for the Well of Ascension, which is book number 2, right there.
Here is go-to. See here? A sneak peek of curtsies and
Conspiracy.
It doesn't finish, so conspire.
Question 20. We are at the end, my dearie dear. Do you have a book with a broken spine? Sadly, that is very easy to find.
Oh, yeah. Words of Radiance. Broken
Not
spine.
only is the spine broken, but that copy is...
A bit beat up.
Yeah.
I mean, we did get it at the theater.
No, we didn't. You just put it in your backpack and took it to school,
Yeah.
and it got trashed.
That
so.
never happened. I didn't mean to get it all busted up.
Anyway, yeah, my kids read these books, and, you know, they don't always get treated perfectly if they get in purses or backpacks or whatever. I have Wizard's First Rule by Terry Goodkind. It also has a broken spine. guess what?
What?
There is a bonus question.
What?
Will you read it?
There's a bonus question?
Yes.
Drop that.
Like you added a bonus question to the first one. They
Do
actually
you have a
bonus.
book that counts for 3?
Will you please read it?
I'm sorry. Do you have a book that counts for 3 or more prompts?
Okay, 3 or more prompts. So let's look at the books we already have. This didn't take us very long. I'm so excited.
This is you, Mom. Look at this.
Okay, this is like one of my favorite books. So, Ender's Game,
same.
right? It's signed by the author.
Yeah.
And technology is huge. And at the very end,
There's an alliance to
Between- I don't want to give spoilers away. Yes,
Okay.
there's multiple
There's an
alliances. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's easily 3 prompts. Boom.
Ow.
Okay, what's our time?
57 minutes and 53 seconds.
We're just getting worse and worse. Okay, well anyway, it's because we always like talk about too many random things, like we can't stay on task. Okay, well, thanks for joining us for this video, and again, you got to see us wreck our bookshelves and pull down a bunch more books. Alright, well thank you so much, and let us know if you enjoyed this video, and if you like to have little guests on my videos. I think it's kind of fun, and they always want to join me as well. So, thank you so much. We will see you guys next time. Bye!
Etiquette and espionage.
What? A kitten? You had a kitten espionage? That's what I heard!
Etiquette and espionage.
Oh, etiquette. I was wondering if you were giving kittens massages or something. I don't know.